And on this week's episode, we have a very special guest all the way from Thailand, and it gives me immense pleasure to introduce Rambutan in syrup. And no one knows what a Rambutan is, and never will. And the great thing about this can is it was the last can to be manually pressed and manually labelled. It dates from 1987. And this is when the manufacturer had like a hand crank machine that would roll these into the pieces that you needed. And the labels were actually put on using spit. It's quite a chunky can, as you can see, short and stout. Very rare to find a can like this these days. It's good to the touch, good to the feel. But what's quite interesting about this one is it does have one of these on top here, and we do refer to it in as the training wheels of the can opening world, more commonly known as a bitch pull. I think what's most important to me is really the effect that this can has on my life, and I've had it for a good 10 years. I've absolutely refused to open it so far. So what strikes me is the two balls on the front here. Again, don't know what a Rambutan is, but we're going to find out very shortly, and I'll be able to let you know all about it. Texture, look, smell, possibly even taste. But I think the most important thing is we want to know how it feels. Oh, yeah. There's very little splish and even less splosh. Solid. I think the word that comes away from here is solid. You could throw this quite heavily at a stationary object and possibly dent it. You wouldn't want one of these to the back of the head, nor the front. I'm very excited to tell you what this tastes like, and I've been waiting days for this moment. Start with the smell, because taste is nothing without smell. So, metallic, papery, no real evidence of the sugar on face value, but I could sniff that all day. I could sniff that all day. I could sniff that all day. This is a unique can for me. It's the size mainly. Very unique chub to it, and I'm looking forward to the sound. I'm going to do something that's a little bit unusual for people out there that aren't very familiar with can affection. I'm actually going to point the bitch pull away from me as I do it, because I don't want to look at that shit. I'm going to have it upside down. And most importantly, I'm going to bring along an old friend of mine, our trusty tin opener, Lydia. Say hi, Lydia. Hello. Right. Oh. Slow release. Still going. Still going. Whew. Yeah, really smooth so far. That's great. That's great. Wicked. Yeah. That's exactly what we need. So, as you can see, pretty straightforward. We've got our normal grey, silver tin there, and then we've got, as you'd expect, sort of a brown lid from the process. And it's quite spacious. Traditional ripples on the inside. Amazing, just it came off so smoothly. You know, perfect circle. A little bit of the label there. Not a huge amount of spit smell. And that brings us to the end of our uncanning, so to speak, of our Rambutan from Thailand. Taste test. Yeah, it's like tin fruit. Next week on Uncanny, we've got tinned rice from World War II. See how that tastes. Probably tastes like tastes like rice in a can.